The definitive guide to potassium in kidney disease from experts. Let's get one thing straight, you need potassium, even in kidney disease. Further to that, you do not need to run for the hills if a certain food has high potassium levels. Eating a well-balanced diet full of fruits and vegetables is a good thing, and may even help you reverse your kidney disease. Confused because it goes against everything you have read and have been told? Don't be, there is good reason, and I'll do my best to explain. The purpose of this article: to educate you on all things potassium. To dispel the misconceptions around lowering potassium in kidney disease. Detail simple easy to follow steps on how to lower potassium levels naturally through diet and other techniques. So the next time you are in front of your doctor you can keep up, and maybe even teach him or her a thing or two. What is potassium and why do I need it? What is potassium? Potassium at its most basic level is a soft silvery white metal, mineral, sharing a very similar chemical structure to sodium. Behind only to calcium and phosphorus. In particular, it is the most abundant of all the minerals, totaling 225 grams of your body weight, that's the weight of the palm of your hand. Potassium or as an electrolyte, due to its ability to be electrically conductive. Moreover, an important feature in the human body, when considering you and me as a network of electrical impulses. On the other hand, potassium naturally occurs in nature, and is found present in many foods, see further on for a list of foods. Potassium is 19th on the periodic table, K is the chemical symbol for potassium in Latin. Fact: 1/3 of the body's total energy is required to hold the location of potassium and sodium in and around our cells. Note, normal serum potassium levels are 3.5 and 5.5 meq/L, reference range. Why do I need it? Our body depends on this mineral for its survival, no potassium, no health. We have utilized the earth from which we have sprung to carry out and allow certain functions to occur in the body. You may have heard that potassium is good for the heart, good for muscle contractions, and therefore good for lowering blood pressure. And even that it is beneficial in nerve conduction. All of which are true, but there is so much more that this mineral does for you. Here is a list of other health benefits and actions of potassium. Regulates pH balance. Helps to thin the blood. Maintains water-fluid balance. Eye health. Increases secretion of hormones, ADH, FSH and aldosterone. Regulates blood sugar. Aids protein synthesis. Regulates cell permeability. Acts as a capacitor within our cells to store energy. Want more proof of the necessity of potassium? Here is a list of symptoms that occur due to potassium deficiency. Symptoms of potassium deficiency. Kidney damage, yup, weren't expecting that, were you? Lung problems. Rheumatoid arthritis. Thirst. Death. Tachycardia. Fatigue. Mental confusion. Metabolic acidosis. Bone fragility. Joint and bone pain. Edema. Constipation. Headaches. Insomnia. Abnormal heartbeat. Paralysis. Muscle weakness. As you can see, potassium equals good. The dilemma: high potassium levels in kidney disease. Ordinarily the body can absorb, assimilate, and utilize potassium till its heart's content. And then when finished, excrete this life-giving mineral out via the urine. However, when you have chronic kidney disease, this can possibly change. For a lot of kidney disease sufferers, just like the myriad of other substances the body could once excrete via the kidneys and urine, creatinine, uric acid, and metabolic wastes. At the same time, potassium cannot move across the filtering membrane within the kidney's nephrons and cross over into the urine collection, funnels, renal pelvis that eventually lead to the bladder. And because of this inability to cross over and be eliminated, finally, potassium levels rise in the blood and cause the body to have many health problems. Adverse effects caused by high potassium levels: adrenal exhaustion, convulsions, depression, diarrhea, dehydration, fever, heart arrhythmia, kidney failure, mental confusion, paralysis, renal necrosis, tingling, weakness. But this is not always the case. In fact, a lot of kidney disease patients have normal potassium levels. Which leads me to this. Why you possibly do not need to listen to your doctors. Therefore, the most important you can do for yourself when treating this condition is become aware. Listen to your body, and track. And monitor your blood work like you were a doctor. This is only way you will know who to listen to. All too often I find doctors are advising their clients incorrectly, and potassium is one of the most common. It has become a throwaway prescription. You have kidney? Oh, then you must avoid potassium and go on a low potassium diet. But this is so not true, as you have seen. You only need to reduce potassium levels if you have high potassium levels. Remember, potassium is important, so eat potassium foods freely until your blood work says otherwise. How do I reduce high potassium levels in my blood? Okay, you have waited long enough, you have high potassium levels and you want to know what to do about it. Firstly, it is all about eating the right amount of potassium. You cannot completely avoid potassium, nor that you want to. So it is a good idea to know the guidelines on eating the correct amount of potassium for your stage of kidney disease. In other words, eat a low potassium diet. Typically, the recommended daily allowance for potassium in a healthy individual is 2 to 5 grams a day. Some institutions state 4.7 grams a day. In kidney disease, this changes depending on your stage of kidney disease. Low potassium diet, potassium recommendations. Kidney disease stages 1 to 2, eGFR of 60 to 90 plus, 2 to 5 grams a day. In kidney disease stages 3 to 4, eGFR of 20 to 60, 2 to 4 grams a day. And kidney disease stages 4 to 5, eGFR of 5 to 20, no more than 2 to 2.5 grams a day. Remember, the above is only a rough guide. So if you have very high levels and you are in only stage 1 or 2 kidney disease, then it is prudent to eat a low potassium diet to match your blood potassium levels. What is a safe level of potassium in my blood? A better way to eat a low potassium diet is in accordance with your blood potassium levels. Potassium reference range. Low range, less than 3.5 MEq/L. Safe range, 3.5 to 5.5 MEq/L. Unsafe range, 5.6 to 6.0 MEq/L. Dangerous, more than 6.0 MEq/L. Normal serum potassium levels are 3.5 to 5.5 MEq/L, though some labs quote a reference range of 3.5 to 5.0. So if you are slightly over that, try eating no more than 4 grams a day of potassium. When it is at a level of, say, 6.0 to 7.0, you definitely not be eating more than 2 grams a day until your high potassium levels have been corrected. Although this can be a challenge. However, eating a low potassium diet is probably the easiest, and single most important way to reduce blood potassium levels. Therefore, it is definitely worth the effort. Potassium content food list, low potassium diet. Below is a list of common foods that have been organized under low potassium or high potassium. For a more in-depth food list, plus the amount of potassium contained within, please see 6 pictures below. Low potassium foods, less than 20 mg. Medium potassium foods, 121 to 250 mg. High potassium foods, 251 mg or more. Why avoiding fruits and vegetables may be the end of you. After glancing over the above list of foods, it would seem very logical to decide that fruits and vegetables need to be avoided for your health to improve. Even your doctor has probably told you this enough. But I can assure you this is madness. But not only that, it is this belief that is keeping you from getting well. Fruit and vegetables are healthiest foods available, packed with healing vitamins and minerals. So why would you ever dream of cutting these foods out altogether, and live off empty foods? Such as rice, pasta, breads. Empty foods equals non-nutrient dense foods? Phytonutrients in specific plant foods are some of the most powerful biological response modifiers scientists have yet discovered. Meanwhile, phytonutrients can be defined as plant-derived nutrients. And secondly, fruits and vegetables are also chock full of phytonutrients. Moreover, phytonutrients can be defined as chemical compounds such as isoflavones that occur naturally in plants. Plants produce these substances for various reasons, including structure, chemical messengers, protection from harmful organisms, or insects, or even attracting pollinating insects. Once eaten by humans though, these substances take on a new role. Using isoflavones as an example, isoflavones can balance the female hormonal system and protect them from breast cancer. How about the people have cured themselves from kidney disease using juicing alone? Albeit rarely. Great, I have got your attention. My point with all this is this. Eat a well-balanced diet using healthy foods. Do not forego foods that are high in potassium. Most of these are the very foods that help heal you and reverse your condition. Just make sure when you do eat them, that you factor the potassium content in for the day. Great. Care and improve kidney function today. Try the kidney disease solution risk-free for 60 days. Link in description. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to watch new videos. Wish you and your family peace.